Welcome back. I'm Dr. Robin Lillo, and this is my wife, Carolyn. We are pleased to be joined with Megan Fields. Megan's son, Connor, struggles with ADHD and other issues. So why don't you tell us about your sons and what they go through? First of all, did that relate to you, that little drawing I did about ADHD and OCD?
Oh, definitely. Those are characteristics that I would use to label some of the issues that I have with their behaviors.
So from a neurological perspective, your older son has ADHD and some OCD and some tic-type issues. And your younger son, what is his struggles?
I've noticed him having a hard time becoming more defiant, whereas when he was younger, when he was closer to 2, he would be more cooperative and listen and follow instructions better. And now it's beyond the typical 2s that people would call it, and outright defiance. Everything is no. Things that he used to do nicely, he now says no. And temper tantrums have escalated from, maybe hollering and crying, but still going into timeout to now we throw objects and intentionally lashing out towards people. So it's escalated.
So having 2 children, that's incredibly challenging. So I don't know if most families or people out there, if they don't have a child with a disability, really understand. So give us an idea of your biggest challenges and what sacrifices you make for your sons.
Sure. I think day to day and moment to moment, you don't know what challenges are going to come, so you kind of have to be prepared. I focus on getting their needs met, literally just the basics. So as long as we get up and we eat and we're clean and we're clothed, and then we move on to education. My oldest is homeschooled, so we're able to sit down and focus on that. But those are the things I focus on. We don't get to focus too much on what kind of fun things do we have until the other things are completed. It just takes a lot longer to get there.
That must be very hard as a mother, because you do want to do the fun things with your children, but there's so much that you have to do before you even get to do that. And what about yourself? Let's talk about you, because there's so much attention put on your children. Tell me about your day when you get up. What kind of day do you have? What does it entail?
In the morning, the focus is usually get going. So if we have an appointment or a place that we need to be, we do the necessities. We get dressed, we brush our teeth, and we eat, and those are the focus things. And in my mind, I always know that there's a good chance somebody might be upset or not cooperate, so it's pack your patience kind of day. If we're home, we get right to work, because that gets them moving, and instead of the lackadaisical hanging out at home, and then it's hard to get them in the process of positive activities.
When you say get to work, it's because you're actually teaching.
Yes.
You're doing the homeschooling.
Yes.
Which is incredibly challenging as well.
Yeah, we pack right up and move right to the kitchen table, and the 3-year-old sits and does his puzzles occasionally. He cooperates, and then my older son will open up his books and we start doing our education.
So did you have to give up work to be able to do that?
I actually was laid off, but it was the best thing. I was able to do this and help accommodate for the needs.
Right,
so
but it's still financially challenging as well.
It's incredibly challenging. And then we add in the food factor. They have lots of allergies. So we can't just go to the grocery store, go to a store that may be less expensive. We've gone all organic, all natural. We have removed certain things that bother us and also meet their dietary needs. So I have to go to several different stores to pick up different things, and that's also a necessity. When we go to the store, it's usually for groceries. It's usually just to get what I need to feed them.
So with all that, how does this make you feel? Meaning that, how do you feel? Do you feel frustrated? Do you ever feel like you just want to, I don't know, Carolyn, what do you...
Well, I'm just wondering what you do for yourself. I mean, do you get out a lot with your husband? Are you Megan, or are you the mom of these 2 children that you just devote everything, all you have? And I mean, you are such a beautiful woman, and sometimes all the attention is focused on the children. What do you do for yourself? Do you get to do?
And I have recently established I get one Saturday to myself. It was getting to the point where I don't have family, so I don't have near me to call and say, I really need a break, can you take them for a couple hours? And with their behaviors, it's not like a lot of friends know how to manage them in a way I feel comfortable, so
Sure.
I'd rather take it on myself.
So you never get a break.
Pretty much until this newly established, I'm going to take myself out, and it's going to happen, because it was to the point where weekends didn't exist because they're both home with me. They're my sidekicks
Right.
24/7.
Yeah.
And the frustration does get to you, and then you take it to them, and that's not fair to them. So,
Well, we're all human. I
yeah,
mean, that's,
right.
you know.
yeah.
Well, we're definitely going to take care of that. We took Megan for a wonderful makeover, and much deserved, as all mothers, you know, like yourself, you need to come back and own yourself, right? So, okay, so welcome, and we'll go to break, and we'll
Okay. On the other side of the break, Carolyn and Megan will talk about fast and easy ways to feel and look great. We'll be right back.